Hi everyone, my name is Ileana Chavez, and the adaptive learning resource that I am going to be sharing with you guys is known as ReadingEggs. So as soon as you go on to the search engine on Google, you are able to look up ReadingEggs, and it is the first link that pops up. As soon as you click on that, it'll take you to the home page. So like I mentioned, this is the ReadingEggs, and it is known as an engaging adaptive learning literacy platform that is designed for young learners, especially those in grade levels such as pre-K through second grade. So as soon as you come here, it is a tool or a resource that you would need to pay for. But the fun thing about this is that you're able to get a 30-day free trial, which just to kind of get an idea of what it is and if you actually feel like it's worth it and you would be able to incorporate this within your classroom for your students. So you're able to sign up, or if you have an account, you can log in. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to kind of run you through what it has to offer and all the great things that you can use this for. So here we can start with the home page. It's just a little overview of all the advertising that they do. For example, they have a summer camp coming up, so they're advertising that. Next, you can see that there is a tab for articles, which I really enjoyed looking over because it is a bunch of updated articles of things that are happening in recent day-to-day life, and how you're able to just get ideas and new knowledge from all of these articles that are already on this page. Fast phonics is something that they focus on, which is allows children to do interactive lessons and play games and do fun activities. As you can see here, there's a bunch of different games that they offer. And I just think even all the books that your students can read, assessments, and reporting, which is another thing that I wanted to touch on. Students are able to, as soon as they begin, they would be taking a placement test. Just so you can kind of have an idea what level they are on and where you're able to start, depending on each child's score for their placement test. They also, as soon as they get placed, based on the level that they might need, you're able to do interactive lessons. So for example, I'm going to show you an example of what those lessons might look like. So here you can see there's a bunch of different ones. I'm just going to choose one.
Picture match. Drag the word to match the picture. Listen for the sound at the beginning of each word.
So
drag the word to match the picture.
So I would pretend I'm a student. Ice. Mice. Huh.
Mice.
We'll drag that to the and as soon as
mum, moon, mud, men, moss.
And this just kind of helps build. It'll keep going and they'll keep practicing using the same pictures and the same words.
Mud.
And then once you're able to finish,
moss, mice, moon, mum.
Well done.
So that was just a quick lesson that ReadingEggs has to offer, as they have so many options and so many different lessons based on what you want to cover. For example, if you're trying to touch on phonics or sight words or more of a vocabulary comprehension, this is just a great tool, and it offers all of that. And it's great because it doesn't feel like heavy work, but it's just something that'll be engaging and fun for them. And I know it's something that reinforces those skills that you want them to gain. And also, another thing that's really neat about ReadingEggs is that they're able to earn golden eggs and rewards, and they can these eggs can be used to personalize their avatars or play in an arcade, as they would call it, or store lands within the website, which is neat. So yeah, I think this is a great tool to try out, maybe to see if it's something that will benefit your students. Lastly, I want to say they also have a bookstore, their own bookstore, that is also linked to Amazon. News and research that you're able to do. So for example, this is the research that they've based on their studies, the average reading growth per based on a number of participants who have used ReadingEggs before. Also, news is just kind of updated stuff of all the different things that they have to offer. It's just how they won an award for top 10 education apps providers in 2022, etc. Just news that have to do with the entire website. And one last thing that I forgot to mention as far as the phonics, there is also a way that you can also have access to those worksheets if you don't want them to be on the computer, kind of limit their screen time, just kind of print out worksheets that also correlate to the work that they are already doing within their iPads, computers, or however you may present the app to them. And lastly, another great thing about ReadingEggs is that you're able to just store and share the student work, and then just track their progress, which is always important, without you having to do a bunch of paperwork or just all that stuff. So I think this is such a great tool that one can benefit from. Like I mentioned earlier, it is for grade levels pre-K through second, but it can go up to 5th grade. And I think it's a neat tool that is worth you trying it out and just kind of getting an idea of if it works for you or if it doesn't. So as far as me and how I would use ReadingEggs within my pre-K classroom, so I think I would use it during small groups. When I pull different children that are in different levels into small groups and work with them either on their phonics or just kind of getting them to be read a little bit of those early reading books that is age appropriate for them. I think it's just a great way to keep them engaged with meaningful content at each of their individual level, based on the placement test that was taken before you get started with the entire process of incorporating this within your classroom. I think this is such a fun and easy way to kind of incorporate something that is tech-based, but you still have a lot of that control over, where you're able to assign the things that you want based on what your children are learning, what they're lacking, or what they might need help with. So I hope you all enjoy, and thank you so much for watching.